All right, guys, we're back. It is Saturday, February 27th. We had a surprise video last night. It was we couldn't film on Thursday, so we did it last night. And your boy's been a mess all week. I tried to get something up for you last night. It was kind of a disaster. My picks were a disaster. I mean, everything else was pretty much par for the course. I'll apologize because the video sucked, and because I feel like my heart wasn't in the picks last night, and they were bad, just plain bad. But I put in the work today. We're back. Spencer, of course, crushing us all. Whatever. Congrats to you, bro. I'm still making money off of them, so I'm all right. But I put the work in this morning. I got some great picks for you. We have a lot on deck today. There's so much college basketball today. It's almost overwhelming. There's like 900 games, but it's awesome. We got some real good games in here today. It's hard not to pick like 1,000 games to bet on. There's just so many, and there's so many good matchups. But let's recap yesterday. So your boy, God, it's embarrassing. 0-3 on my locks yesterday. Brings me to 13-23 for the month, down 14.5 units. What are you going to do? You're going to bet today. That's what you're going to do. 3-4 yesterday on the overall picks, 55-68 for the month. The beginning of this year, we're off to a rough start. It's okay. We've been hitting winners. We've been hitting parlays. Ben Simmons has been carrying me on his back, just making me stacks. So we're okay. We're okay. We'll get past this. Spencer, what do you think he did yesterday? Let's see. He actually had one in the loss column. 2-1 on the locks yesterday. 26-11 this month, up 11.5 units. Bet every one of his locks. If you bet them, you will make money, period. He is on fire. Ride that hot hand. So 26-11, up 11.5 units. Shawnee Sizzle, 0-1 yesterday, unfortunately. 9-14 for the month, down 5 units. Stevie Player Props, little backslide yesterday. 1-2, 13-13. He's sitting at 500. He's got 2 days to get over that hump. He's down 5 units also. So like I said, we got a ton. When I got the load of picks from Steve today, I had to take a step back because there's so many. It's awesome though. I love it. Let's get right into it with Stevie Player Props. We got an NBA parlay to start. Jazz money line. They're at Orlando, which is basically excuse me, I'm thinking of something else. Jazz money line at Orlando. Nuggets money line at OKC. Knicks +1 at home against the Pacers. Stevie's got a weird thing about the Knicks. They're on my do not bet list, but I don't know. I got to talk to him about that. I feel like he loves the Knicks. He bets them every night. Knicks +1 at home against the Pacers. Pelicans money line at San Antonio. Sixers money line at home against the Cavs. Wizards money line at home against the Timberwolves. Here's a little tip. Whoever the Timberwolves play, bet the team they're playing. Nets money line at home against the Mavericks. That line is super low too, by the way. So you're getting pretty good odds on the money line there, which I can't figure it out. I got to look into this. I can't figure it out because the Nets are going to absolutely smoke the Mavericks. I mean, the score might hit a combined total of, 400 points, but they're going to beat the Mavericks. All right, NHL. All money lines, or no, I'm sorry, not all money lines here, mostly money lines, but NHL, I'm a hockey guy now, so I love getting these picks from him. Vegas money line at Anaheim. Maple Leafs money line at the Oilers, bro. That's like pull the knife out of my back. My God, that's my squad. Avalanche at Coyotes, Avalanche money line. Flames money line at Senators. Lightning money line at home against the Stars. Sabres +1.5 at home against the Flyers, and the Devils +1.5 at home against the Capitals. NCAA money line parlay. This is a whopper. This is like 11 legs. Florida State at UNC. Michigan at Indiana. Georgia home against South Carolina. Wisconsin at home against Illinois. West Virginia at home against K-State. Tennessee at Auburn. Oklahoma at home against Oklahoma State. Colorado State at home against Air Force. Clemson at home against Miami. San Diego State at home against Boise State, and UConn at home against Marquette. Speaking of Whoppers, this is like 11 leg or two. This is a NHL point scorer parlay. So just to score a point. Now, if you're unfamiliar with hockey, I know a lot of you are, you get a point for an assist too. It's not just goals here, okay? So this is to score a point. Taylor Hall, Nicholas Backstrom, Johnny Gaudreau, Patrick Lane, sorry, because we got Patrick Lane and Patrick Kane on this one. Patrick Lane, Mitch Marner, Jonathan Huberdeau, Victor Hedman, Patrick Kane, Kirill Zaprizov, Mikko Rantanen, and William Karlsson. All to score a point. I love this. I'm going in on this one tonight. I love this. And that's what we got from Stevie. Getting to Spencer. Spencer a little bit late yesterday. Man, what he gave me yesterday was wild. But some college. Spencer is I know he's the soccer god, but he's kind of like the college basketball savant too. The level of knowledge he has across the board, especially in the mid-major market, is incredible. He is definitely a go-to source for me when I'm looking at these games, and he's got some good ones for us here. So first one, Eastern Kentucky minus 13.5 at home against Tennessee State. Baylor minus 4.5 at Kansas. I really want to bet that game. Gonzaga minus 24.5. They're at home against Loyola Marymount. And Abilene Christian minus 17.5 at Central Arkansas. Then we got two little ones from him. Mercer minus 5.5 at Western Carolina, and Georgia minus 5.5 at home against South Carolina. And then Navy minus 1 at Loyola Maryland. The number of schools that are Loyola is incredible, by the way. And Liberty minus 4 at Bellarmine. Shawnee Sizzle coming back, giving us a little action. We've only been getting locks from him recently, but he's got some parlays for us today. I like to see that, Sean. All right, we'll start with NBA. We got Sixers money line, Jazz money line, Nets money line. Those are all locks. Lock those in. Every one of those teams is winning tonight. And because I told you the line on that Nets game, it's like minus 167 or something silly. I would expect that to be closer to like minus 300 against the Maps. But hey, take what you can get. Load up on that one. And then little baby parlay. This is my favorite college basketball bet. This is one of Sean's favorite college basketball bets too. He's got Michigan money line and over 138.5. Now, might as well just jump right into mine. What do you know? Me and Sean on opposite sides of the fence again. I swear I don't plan this. This is just the way it happens. My first one, baby parlay, Michigan minus 8 and under 138.5. Listen, this is what I'm thinking here. All the big time games, the top 25 games from the Power 5 conferences, these lines are coming down. They're in the 130s, and maybe you get a big one with a team like Iowa or something that's a scoring machine. But I am getting burned on the over on all these games. They're all going over. I see a number like 132, and I'm ready to mortgage my house to put it on that, and it comes in at like 119. I'm telling you, this one, that line is super low, but Indiana doesn't score a ton. They got a good defense, and Michigan will play that style of game against a team like that. This one's coming in low. This one is coming in low, I promise you. All right, I got two college parlays here. Then I got another little baby parlay on the NHL because I am a hockey guy. All right, so Liberty minus 3.5, Buffalo plus 1.5. Don't know why I'm obsessed with Buffalo, but I am. Illinois plus 4.5. We got a bunch of monster games. Illinois at Wisconsin today. This is a big one, and this might get Illinois on the do not bet list if they cannot cover this number. And I don't care what happened yesterday. I'm riding with my boys. Stetson minus 5.5. So we got Liberty, Buffalo, Illinois, Stetson all to cover. And then another little 4-gamer in college basketball. Kentucky minus 2. I told you before, my boy Joe Dizzy, he's #1 Kentucky fan, and he has. I've always liked Calipari. I've always kind of liked Kentucky. They've been, like a second-tier team that I root for. But the season that they've had this year, it started out so rough. They are a gutsy team. Calipari's a great coach, And I think they're going to get the job done against a team that basically had the opposite trajectory of them this year, Florida, who started out hot as shit. I think they might have even been top 10 at one point, and they have just sunk like an anchor. So I'm taking Kentucky -2 today against Florida. Drake -8.5. You got to ride the Drake. You got to ride the Drake. All they do is cover. Jacksonville State -4. And Duke -5. Duke is back. They're undefeated since they lost their best player. I told you when that happened. Sometimes when you lose your best player, you become a better team, and that's exactly what's happened to Duke. They are undefeated since he left. And Jacksonville State, they are hot in the streets right now. I love them. I love this parlay. And now, little baby parlay, NHL, hockey guy, riding with my squad. Oilers money line and over 6.5 goals. They're playing Toronto. They're at home tonight playing Toronto. Toronto's in first place. Oilers are in second place. So far, they've split the season series 2-2. I believe 3 of the 4 of those games have gone over 6.5 goals. I think the last 2 games were each 4-3. Oilers are winning this game. They're winning this game, and it's going over 6.5. Lock it in. All right, straight up picks for today. Flyers money line. They're in Buffalo against the Sabres. Oilers money line. I'm telling you, my squad is taking care of business today. Wizards -4.5. Sixers -10.5. Jazz -10.5. Jazz kind of screwed me last night, but I'm telling you, they're getting back on track tonight. Nets Mavs over 236, 236.5, wherever you're getting it. This game is going to go through the roof. Pacers plus 0.5 points at the Knicks. Man, I don't know why I'm betting this game. The Knicks are on the do not bet list, but you know what? Screw it, I'm doing it anyway. Pacers plus 0.5 point. Michigan -7.5, -8, wherever you're getting that line. It started high, it's coming down a little bit now, but I think in the end, I think this will be a close game most of the way through. I think in the end, Michigan will pull away and take care of it. Illinois plus 4.5. Handle your business. You're going on the do not bet list. That's a fucking promise. All right, Buffalo plus 1.5. Stetson, my squad, Stetson Hatters -5.5. Kentucky -2. Duke -5. Drake -8.5. And Gonzaga -24.5. Always bet Gonzaga to cover. That's been my motto. I took them not to cover the other night, and I hit it on the head. Don't ask me. It was just a gut instinct that game, but they're back to covering tonight. Now for the locks. Stevie Player props. Reigning champion. He's the champion for at least 2 more days. Wizards money line, Sabres plus 1.5, and San Diego State money line. Shawnee Sizzle, Michigan, Indiana over 138.5, and the Penguins money line tonight. Spencer, the soccer god, the college basketball savant, the mid-major money maker. Lock in these picks. Parlay that, bet them individually and parlay them. Do them both. You're going to cash out on this. Gonzaga -25, Eastern Kentucky -13, and the Nets money line tonight. I cannot stop talking about this Nets money line. It's -165. Like throw 10 stacks on this game. They are going to beat the Mavericks. They're going to cover too, okay? And they're going to go over. It's the trifecta. Load up. All right, for me, Nets, Mavs over. Over. This game is going over. This game's going over. All right, lock it in. Oilers, money line. I already gave you the rundown on that. They're playing the first place Toronto Maple Leafs. They have split the series so far with them this season, and they are going to take the lead tonight. And Duke, -5.5. Or, I'm sorry, -5. They are undefeated since they lost their best player. I don't know why. I don't understand it, but they're better without him. I don't like Duke. I don't like Coach K. I don't want this to be true, but it is. So Duke -5. All right, so we're going House Whiskey. We're also going Hitchhiker Brewing, the Barbarian. This is a delicious IPA. We went with the whole punch mango last weekend. We're going with the Barbarian. New brewery that I really don't know much about. I don't know how new they are. Yeah, they're not new. They're from 2014. But just started getting them in my area. They're out of Pittsburgh, but they make good beers. So far, I have been impressed. I've had 3 or 4 beers from them. They've all been very good. All right, So let's see. First things first, got to cut this label out so we can shotgun. So I am very excited about the slate for today. We are going to be making money, which is always very nice. This college basketball lineup is so awesome. I mean, I gave you the bets I got in now. I can promise you one thing, there will be more to come. There's too many games. There's too many games. I'll get stuff out on Twitter though. I'm sure the boys are gonna give us what they got. I'll get that out there too. And I will have a same game parlay for the Sixers game later. Standard stuff. You know what my favorite one is. I gotta look and see what the deal is with Tobias Harris. I might keep him out of it tonight. I know he got banged up a little bit the other night, but you know I'm going Simmons assists, rebounds, Joe points. Might get a Simmons point line on there too. I gotta see. I don't know if I'm doing threes from anybody tonight, and I might put the line on it too. And I gotta see the over under because I might be going under in that game. The Sixers are good at keeping it under the total. I mean, they play such good defense, and the Cavs stink, so good chance this is going under. But all right, so let's get ourselves ready here. Man, I feel so much better about my bets today than I did yesterday. I'm telling you, yesterday I was just frazzled, and my head wasn't in it, my heart wasn't in it. I apologize for that, but I'm back, baby. I'm back. All right. Only thing about these cans is they're soft. Like I described it like pushing on a waterbed, and that is still true. So you get like, oh God, it's so annoying. Still, to this day, the best can I have had to shotgun is Busch. It's not even close. The can construction is just better. It's a higher quality can, which makes sense. They got a lot more money, but it is easily the best beer to shotgun. It is the best to shotgun. All right, here we go, guys. There we go. Like I said, that beer is awesome. Awesome. It is less sweet than a lot of the other hazy ones, which is nice because they're getting a little bit silly now, but it's awesome. All right, guys. Check out TikTok, check out Twitter, follow all the boys on Twitter, like, share, subscribe, the whole deal. You know what it is. I will get some more bets out there today on Twitter, some same game parlays and whatnot. And we'll be back tomorrow to close out the month, and we will, I mean, we know who the champion is, unfortunately, but he will be crowned this coming week. I love you guys. I will see you tomorrow.